Good evening, folk. I will try to make a video in English for my English-speaking followers. I'm sorry if the quality of my English is quite low. Actually, I used to work in international environment policy where my working language was English. But unfortunately, for the last 20 years, I've been only speaking French. So I'm a bit sorry if I'm looking for my word or if my pronunciation is very weird. We will discuss of fun or maybe not so fun subject. We'll talk about insect kills. I am here for my vacations in the south of Spain, in Andalusia, and I drove 2,200 kilometers in 3 days and 2 nights to arrive here. And here are the results. I will show you how many insects that I killed with my car. Just have a look. You will see the results. Well, it's not looking that much. There are very few insects in reality. But when I remember when I was a kid in the 1970s, when I was traveling with my mother just 1 hour by night, because we used to do camping in the Belgian Ardennes, and in just 1 hour, if we were driving on the night, all the car was covered with dead insect, moths, scarabs, etc. And nowadays, very few insects. So it means that in the last 50 40 years, I only the number of insects is maybe less than 1/10 of what it used to be in the 1970s. So it's a catastrophe. And I have seen videos of people who complain that they've killed a lot of insects in other countries. In fact, they should be very lucky. Why? Because why did all the insects disappear? This is mostly because of pesticides because of the toxic chemicals that we put in the field for agriculture. And what do? They kill insects. They kill all insects, or maybe you consider insects as pests. But the problem is that we are also killing bees, and we are also killing all the pollinizers. So all the pollinizers are disappearing. And what does it mean? Soon we won't have any more insects to pollinize the plants that we are feeding on. And it could result in ecosystem collapse, because no animals will find any food anymore. So we may eventually succeed in destroying all the biodiversity, all the agricultural ecosystems, and beyond in the developed country, in Western Europe, United States, maybe China, Asia, never South America. I know it's also a catastrophe thanks to pesticides, GMOs also, because GMOs or insecticide producing plants, or they are plants modified to resist to pesticides. So what does it mean? Well, in all the cases, it kills insects, and it makes pollinizer disappeared, and the result will be collapse of biodiversity, collapse of ecosystem. And I will conclude one thing. If you live in a country where you have still lots of insects on your cars when you drive a few days or during the night, be happy to have these insects, because it means that you are living in a healthy environment. And maybe you can also get very good honey, because in Western Europe and in most developed countries, we don't have any good quality honey. We don't have, they become rare and rare and rare. So even good honey is disappearing. And we are, unfortunately, we can conclude in saying that we are the only creature that poisoned the food it eats, and all the environment where it lives. We are unique, and maybe it will make us disappear. So thank you for your attention. well, if I do more videos in English, possibly I will improve a bit and get back to my former level. So thank you for your attention. Have a nice day. Bye bye.